Hello, my name is Ora Martirosian, and I'm going to show you how TraceIt can help you manage your bills of materials, works orders, your fulfillment requirements using Sage 50, including the use of alternative products. So let's start in Sage 50. In this example, what I've done is I've set up a very simple bill of material called hamper 2. And hamper 2 has a single level with just some pate and red wine 1. Within Sage 50, you don't have the opportunity of putting in alternatives. So, for example, if this hamper could have red wine 2 instead of red wine 1, you couldn't make a note of it in Sage 50. So what I'm going to do is, at the moment, I can see that I have got 10 items of pate, 5 items of red wine 1. So in theory, I could only possibly make 5 hamper 2s. But I'm going to put an order on for 10 hamper 2s, and I'm going to use 5 of the red wine 2 as an alternative. So this is the way it works. First, I'll go and create a new sales order. I'll pick a customer. I'll pick my hamper 2. I'll put in 10, and Sage 50 usefully tells me that I can only make 5 of those. I'll OK and save that sales order. I obviously can't allocate those hampers because at the moment I don't have those in stock. Next, I'll go into TraceIt. TraceIt is a web-based barcoding, batch traceability and stock management system which links seamlessly with Sage 50. First thing I need to do is let TraceIt know that there is a demand for hamper 2 and also to update any other static information like bills of materials. So the first thing I need to look at is what do I need to fulfill? TraceIt comes with a whole load of web-based reports, things like sales order status, alternative products, barcodes by product. Now, the one that I'm interested in is the sales order status report to start with. So if I have a look at that, I can see that there's an order for 10 hampers 2, but nothing has been allocated to it yet. So I need to go and fulfill that. I can run my fulfillment report for hampers 2, and I know that I need to make 10. So it will go away and have a look at how I can put that together. Well, in order to make 10 hampers 2, I need some pate, and I've got those in stock, so that's not a problem. But I also need red wine 1, but I've only got 5 of those in stock. So it has gone away and allocated red wine 2 as a suitable alternative. And that is defined in TraceIt. So let's go and have a quick look at that. So in TraceIt, under the stock control system, I have an alternatives table whereby I can type in red wine 1. It'll find everything that's to do with red wine. I can select it and I can see for that particular product there are 5 alternatives, though there could be more if we needed it. So let's go and fulfill that bill of material. So in order to go and make those 10 hampers, what I need to do is use 10 pates, 5 red wine 1s and 5 red wine 2s. So let's put that together and tell TraceIt all about it. So I'll go into stock control, into issues, put in my username. Now if I had a barcode I could just scan that in, but in this case I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 10 pates. I'm going to use 5 of those because that's all I have in stock. I'm going to use 5 of those, which are a suitable alternative per my fulfillment report, and that's it. That's what I've used. And I'm going to return back into stock the 10 hampers. So now I've taken the stock out, put them together into my hamper 2, and now that is ready for fulfilling that sales order. So I'll about it by outputting it to Sage. And that's it. The information has now gone up to Sage. So let's have a look at it in there. So if I go into stock in Sage 50 and just refresh it by clicking on hamper 2, at the moment you can see there's nothing in there. If I refresh the screens, there we are. That stock is now available for allocation. So I'll just go into sales orders, pick my sales order and allocate it. Having allocated it, it's now ready for dispatch in the normal fashion. And the rest of the business process can just continue as you would normally in Sage 50. So Trace It allows you to carry out barcoded transactions or keyboarded transactions using a web interface, using all the normal facilities within Sage 50, just from a browser. Other things you could do with Trace It would be things like purchase order receipts, picking sales order dispatches, and you can also use it for things like project issues and project returns. There are many stock inquiries that come by default, so you can look for things by code, description, supplier, barcode, and Trace It can also expand the functionality within Sage 50 to include things like batch numbers, serial numbers, and bins. It also has the ability to add traceability to batch receipts, so you can then carry out various different inquiries in case of product recalls and things like that. I hope you found this presentation of interest. Please feel free to contact us at red-it.co.uk to discuss your specific requirements. Thank you.